going on, Jerome's? This Sunday night, the Minnesota Vikings take on the low-energy Detroit Lions. The fans get so mad when when we say that. It's funny. Right. And I do want to say, Lions fans, like, for me, for years, like entire decades of my life, I always had no problem with the Lions. Like, they were the lovable losers. Love me some Barry Sanders, whose career they wasted. Love me some Megatron, whose career they wasted. And love Stafford, whose career they wasted. Oh, he just goes to the Rams, and the warm bosom embrace of Kevin O'Connell wins the Super Bowl in year one. Aha. But hey, it's all right. The Lions have had some success. They're thumping their chest a little bit. Sort of is what it is, right? But it does feel like the Vikings have an advantage in this game. Not only do the Lions have all the pressure in the world on them, they may come out a little tight. So it's what happens. And the Vikings certainly going to be playing fast and loose because it's house money, man. Because of all the lowered expectations of the Vikings, and they're effing around with Darnold in a rebuilding year. And literally, this is the Lions' best chance to win the Super Bowl since last year. But by the way, if the Lions didn't blow that lead against the Niners, 100% they whoop the bejesus out of the Chiefs. That was supposed to be their 85 Bears season, but it is what it is. And of course, yes, it is a rematch from Week 7. The Vikings got blown out by 2 points by the Lions, but just bring it on again. And yes, all of the storylines are there. Kevin O'Connell, Diamond Dan Campbell. Actually, no Diamond, just Dan Campbell. Even though I do like Dan Campbell, but I swear to Christ, if he keeps going for it on fourth down and blowing it in bad situations, this will be Dan Campbell. 2 for 20, brother. Actually, I don't even think that's the thing anymore. And of course, the chess match between Brian Flores and Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson showing off how smart he is, but it's okay. Flores just coaching ball. We'll see what happens. Then flexing first-team All-Pro receivers, Justin friggin' Jefferson, Amon or St. Brown. Woo! It's going to be fantastic. And yeah, the Lions have been the cat's ass, pun intended, by the media jackals for multiple years now, right? So last year, they had all the hype. They almost got there. I think I can. This year, I mean, they're the odds-on favorite. Whether it is the national media jabroni haircuts, whether it's the betting lines, whether it's everything, like everyone and their mom was on the lines, but we were just waiting. And the Vikings, they won a couple games. Oh, that's nice. And then, Slinging Sammy Darnold throws 3 picks. Oh, but all of a sudden, what happened? Shot for shot, bar for bar, comes down to Week 18. And like I said, like all of the hype was on the Lions. Like Sports Illustrated predicted them to win the Super Bowl. So did a lot of publications. And they were like, they are the team. Hey, the salary cap doesn't apply to the Lions. Oh, yeah, there's no worry about the Lions building a team, even though they gave Jared Goff stupid money. They paid Aleem McNeil. They paid Penei Sewell. They paid Amon St. Brown. Yeah, they're paying all their guys. Oh, they got all this money left over. Bah. Now, what happened? And also, this is great, being rechristened the Real America's Team, because that has worked out so well for the Cowboys. It's fantastic. And of course, something I actually like, the whole Sonic and Knuckles thing. I actually like that, man. It's unfortunate that Montgomery's out with injury. Jameer Gibbs is a bad dude, but again, this just adds to the hype and conflation. And yeah, the Vikings defense, we do some dances. Do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight. Jefferson does the little rascals thing and the gritty. Who cares? Who cares, man? But, Dan Campbell, all his bloviating, all the chest thumping, that permeates down to the fans, that permeates down to the players. That's why all the pressure is on them, because they have to win. They have to win on Sunday. For the Vikings, it really is whatever at this point. And not saying that the Vikings are going to waste this opportunity, because they don't come around very often, but the future's bright. Whether it's Darnold or J.J. McCarthy, you got Kevin O'Connell in place, you got Jefferson, Addison, Hockenson under contract through 2027. We're good. We're going to be good. I don't know if the Lions are going to be good. All right, so all the pressure's on Lions because of the preseason hype. Everyone said they were going to win the Super Bowl, so anything less is a massive disappointment. Even if they get to the Super Bowl and lose, that's a failure, because they are the new America's team. Also, I mean, Dan Campbell, he's boisterous, right? I kind of respect it. You see why players want to run through a wall for him, but his mouth wrote a lot of checks that his team's ass has to cash. And it's exactly like Rex Ryan with the Jets from back in the day. Another loud, boisterous players coach, where he talk about winning Super Bowls, talk about beating the Patriots. They had to back that up. They didn't. But also, all the boisterous self-proclamations coming from the players and the team. A monitor saying, like, oh, belt to ass with the 49ers. Congratulations for beating a 6-win team. We're Brock Purdy. Whatever. And also the Lions, even though, yes, the Lions set the record going 8-0 on the road, blah, 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 they need home field. They need home field because playoffs are different, man. And with so many injuries mounting, what travels in this league? Being able to run the ball and being able to play defense. They don't have the defensive part. Right? And Gibbs, maybe he's getting overloaded right now. Who really knows? But you're going to rely on Jared Goff in a shootout? Okay. But if and when they end up getting the 5 seed and they're on the road against the Buccaneers, the Bucs beat them earlier in the season at Ford Field, as well as on the road against the Rams. Ooh, Kelly Stafford is just like, let's go. They'll beat the Falcons. But the Vikings, like I said, the Vikings came in with zero expectations. Zero expectations. They've doubled up their 6.5 win total, and they're having a lot of fun. They're playing great ball. And guess what? In the playoffs, teams that are dangerous are teams that have had great success or teams that don't know what they don't know. Now, Kevin O'Connell has won a Super Bowl as a coordinator. Brian Flores has won several Super Bowls as a coordinator. So their top 2 play callers, they know what's up, right? And for the rest of it, the Rooster is ready to rock and roll, and they can play great ball in all 3 phases. Darnold is playing out of his gourd. They got the best wide receiver in the game, and also they have a prodigious pass rush, and that's what you need. That is a great equalizer in the playoffs. It's a passer and get the passer league, and the Vikings have both, right? And also the Vikings can win on the road too. Lost in the wash of all the Lions are 8-0 road wars. Vikings are 7-1 away from U.S. Bank Stadium. Kind of a big deal, right? Also, if and when the Vikings get home field, U.S. Bank Stadium is an absolute fortress. They will be loud. They will be proud. There will be no reselling of tickets, and it will cause a seismic shift, a seismic event. There will be earthquakes along Chicago. Also, really bugs me that U.S. Bank Stadium is still on Chicago Avenue. Like, we can't change that. But the Lions will not win at U.S. Bank Stadium. But they won Week 7. Completely different teams, completely different ball game. Right? It's almost like that was 3.5 months ago or something like that. So the Lions, they need home field advantage, and also couple that with everything that Dan Campbell has said, the players have said, all the media hype. They need this because if they don't, I think they're going to be one and done in the playoffs. I truly believe that they won't be able to go on the road, beat the Buccaneers or the Rams. They'll beat the Falcons. Yeah, but the Falcons ain't going to win the South anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Also, this is probably their last dance with Ben Johnson. I've been told reliably from Lions fans that Ben Johnson invented the forward pass. Like, he invented offensive football. Like, he is Bill Walsh and Tom Landry and Vince Lombardi and every other offensive genius throughout the annals of NFL history combined. Times 2. All right. So this is probably it with him. Could be it with Aaron Glenn as well. So, what's going to happen? I trust Brian Flores' defense in a shootout because guess what? Yeah, you could get your yards. That's fine. Red zone, we'll shut you down. We'll get a takeaway. We'll get some sacks. We will get our punches in. I don't trust the Lions defense at all against the Vikings offense. And that just is what it is. Look at what Brock Purdy with several injuries. No McCaffrey, no Ayuk, no Trent Williams. Look what all the crooked numbers they put up. And guess what? Brock Purdy throwing 2 back-breaking, just extended handoff interceptions to Dirty Kirby Joseph, and it was still a near-run thing. And also took Jake Moody missing 2 kicks. Okay. But, hey, if this comes down to a shootout, Vikings going to get the damn thing done. All of the pressure is on the Lions. And I think that they're going to crack. And then, as you've seen from the 49ers too, Super Bowl windows, they can close quick. And I think it's going to close quick for the Lions as well. I think we've clearly reached the Lions' high tide, high water mark. It's just downhill from there. And then the oceans are going to burn. No more tides. No more water. That got dark. Anyways, your thoughts are our thoughts. All the pressure is on the Lions on Sunday. None of it. Zero goose egg. D'Angelo Russell is on the Vikings. Let us know your thoughts. Our thoughts, comment section. You guys know what to do. Skol, production value.